Good evening everyone and welcome to another episode of Liftoff. This is of course the first episode of a new season as we embark on a whole new journey to see how things can pan out in the league and the cup and beyond. We are playing Barking Abbey this evening in the cup. It's all go, and of course we've got some great chats for you. We'll be getting a bit of mat chat involved as always. We'll be talking to Steph about all things community and the basketball within schools and all that stuff, and of course we'll get some of the players involved as well. But let's get on with the show. This is Liftoff. Well, I know what you're all thinking at this stage. You've obviously had a few months to kind of gather your thoughts. You've enjoyed a nice summer holiday, but there was probably something missing. There was something missing in your life. And I feel like we know what that is, and that is, of course, that's mat chat.
It's not mat chat. That's not what people are missing, no, but we're going to do it anyway.
We will do it anyway. We'll always got to bring a bit of mat chat. It's half time currently. We're playing Barking Abbey.
Yeah.
It's an exciting evening.
Yeah, Kit King Trophy.
Kit King Trophy. That's not an easy one to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, Barking Abbey, they are now in the league below.
Yeah, but Division 2, but I think they're one of the ones to tip to come up. Terrific first half of the game as well. 3-point game, really close. Really good environment here. Young guys, national team players. The head coach, Ricky, used to play here many moons ago. So nice to see some Rockets family doing well as well. So it's great.
I think that's one thing, but the biggest thing that we need to talk about, given that this is the first game, obviously we've got people just crossing in front of the... could you potentially loop round the back? Fantastic, that was good. There you go. This is a live broadcast, everyone, so things can happen, unfortunately. But yeah, lovely to meet new people, of course. We'll cut there, I think, and then action. So, but obviously playing Barking Abbey today, we've got a whole new team to talk about. This is the first episode of Liftoff, Matthew, for the new season.
Yeah.
So let's introduce the team to anyone watching Liftoff right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really important to talk about Lewis, Reese and Mitch that are like the cornerstone of this team as well.
I was very relieved to hear that they were returning this season.
Yeah, I think everyone was, and I think they are, because when you build a relationship with the coach as well, often the guards make a lot of the decisions, and if you build that relationship and the knowledge of what is expected, it makes the rest of the guys' job fit a bit better. And you can kind of see that in the early games. A long way for us to go, a lot for us to do, but bringing in guys that have been really well coached from Solent, like Zane has joined us, and then guys that have had really good careers already with Matt Orman, Justin Hopkins, who's been Victor. A terrific American up in Northampton and up in Newcastle Uni, and of course Victor, who is a real character of the team and comes and brings with him Ty Nasangu, who was at London Elite. So, and the young junior guys that are making their names and working their way through the academy stuff with Isaac, George and young Adam. Got a really good group of individuals, really good people. There's a lot more to come from this group as well. We're seeing some really good stuff, but you train hard, you listen, you work hard, and lots of film, lots of coaching, lots of analysis, and I think we're going to see some really exciting basketball.
Now, I saw the scores from the last couple of games we had. We had some ridiculous point scoring, which really does excite me for the rest of the season. Obviously, things still need to gel. There's still stuff that we need to work on, but there's got to be some excitement about this team.
Yeah, I think one of the things in bringing Simon Chamberlain over from Canada as well was he's like a 5, like a centre or a 4 that can shoot the 3 really well. And you saw in the previous 2 games we hit 15 or 17 threes, which makes you really difficult to guard. But as you can see today, we don't shoot the ball as well. It's a completely different game, and teams will be looking at how we play, which is the beauty of this league and the beauty of the game. You can't just roll the same game after game. You have to be ready, and you have to defend really hard, and the coaches have got to earn their money.
Basically what you're saying is we need to be able to cover all the bases, not just rely on outscoring from outside the perimeter. Absolutely,
this is a completely different game. Last weekend we scored 70 in the first half, now it's 41, and given up 38. So it's just a really different game, and there's some incredible teams in this division now. The level of talent in Division 1 has gone through the roof this season. So from Bradford and Derby picking up BBL players around, Newcastle, rosters are stacked everywhere. Hemel, the traditional ones, Hemel. So I think we're in for a really exciting league this year. And I think there'll be some really, really big games right here at Loddon Valley.
Of course, not to forget Milton Keynes, who won the cup, of course.
Absolutely. And the teams that have come up, Milton Keynes and Bristol Hurricanes, already full with like Americans and import players and really good local British guys. So the league is where I think it should be. Now more people are interested, more sponsors, more partners, everything's starting to grow the right way. So it's an exciting time.
It is exciting, but obviously makes me nervous as a fan because I want us to do as well as possible.
Yeah.
We've got all the foundations, I feel, for a really good campaign this season.
Yeah, I think the team foundations come from your coaching, from your environment, your academy, your junior, your community, your club as a whole, your wheelchair, women, everything. Everything has to work together.
Well, one big part of that is, as you can see, it's being back at the Valley right now, and we love to keep taking our game day experience up to another level. We've obviously had the big screen brought in the tail end of last season.
Yes.
So, but even to make things better now, we have got live replays. We've got the crowd on the big screen as well being shown, being able to see yourself on the jumbotron.
Yeah, and honestly, I would never have thought we could do that in this division. And you've known me long enough to know I'm a pretty big thinker. And when the thought came out, we speak to Ralston, who's the genius, and Menno, and all the guys that have made it possible behind the scenes, and all the work that you guys put in. Just to see that happening, I just think it adds a dimension to live sport that maybe doesn't happen in other sports. I love it.
It's good. Well, all we want to do is get more of you people down to these games. So come down. Look, the games are electric. The crowd is a great atmosphere. It's just a good place to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's nothing we love more than to just keep adding more layers to the game day experience.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't echo that enough. And I think for every club, if they're all doing the same thing, we're going to make basketball in Division 1 an absolutely fantastic division. And with the new SLB, the new basketball league, the Super League, as they start gathering their feet as well, and maybe you might see us in a cup game against someone like that in the future. Who knows what can happen?
Is that something we're going to be talking about soon, do you think?
We will be talking about that soon.
Very exciting. Right, second half is coming up now.
Yeah.
We have a slim lead.
Yes, very slim lead.
We will report on that at the end.
Yep.
But for now, this has been Matt Chat. It's good to have Matthew back. It's good to be back. But see you guys next time.
Thank you.
In a bit. Okay, so it's quite loud in here today, isn't it?
It is.
I'm here with Steph. How you doing, Steph? You right?
I'm good, very good.
It's good for me to be back. This is my first game back at the Valley, so it's nice to see you all again after a long summer off. But obviously you haven't really stopped, have you?
No.
No, it doesn't really stop as far as you're concerned. And there's a good reason for that, and that's because the work you do in regards to basketball in the community and in schools and so on. Please, just tell me about it. Tell me what you do.
So what we do is really we provide basketball for 4-year-olds. Actually, we go younger now. We go to babies right up to 40 plus. Well,
So bang.
they're going to be able to walk.
You're down Royal Barks. You're like you're eyeing up a
Straight out.
good looking mother. Like she looks like she's going to produce some quality.
Exactly. And we take girls, boys, all the way through, right up to sort of 40 plus. With our back to basketball and our dads and lads sessions we've just launched, and sort of everything in between at the moment. We have our SEND programme for juniors and seniors that got additional needs. So yeah, we don't generally stop.
So what is it that day to day that you're doing then? You're arranging sessions, you're arranging for people to get involved in basketball at all levels, basically?
Yeah, so we're overseeing the sessions. We're looking at new areas where we're not already in there. We're looking at our waiting lists. Do we need to start more sessions? We're organising coaches to be at sessions. We're organising apprentice coaches for like the kind of older players that just want to start getting into coaching. So yeah, it's kind of like a well-oiled machine when all the cogs are running right.
I think this is the thing that people don't realise is the Reading Rockets, obviously what you see behind me right now, we've got a big game about to happen this evening. But that's just a very small facet of this club. This club is so much more, it means a lot more to the community. Now these guys behind me that are about to go out and have a great game, they're actually involved in the community process as well. So these amazing, talented basketball players are involved in coaching the youth, the new people coming through, at all levels.
Yeah, and that's the lovely thing, I think, about our sport. We're elite, but they're not untouchable. So We have Victor, we have Lewis, we have Simon and Justin, all out there seeing the kids every week, and then the kids get to come here and watch them do this amazing thing. So it's really nice for them to have, it's kind of really community engagement of going to the sessions, seeing the kids, being super role models to them as well, and kind of showing them that it's possible. Like they were that 4-year-old at one point who picked up a basketball and loved it, and actually look where they are now, and they can explain to the kids the journey, just not the sporting one necessarily, the academic one, the life choices they made. So they become very real to the kids. It's lovely.
I think it's great to see how these guys as sports people can be such great influences on the younger generation as well, because they do look up to them at the end of the day. It's a real responsibility for them to act as upstanding citizens and pass on their experiences.
Oh, absolutely. And you think we see probably between about 800 and 900 kids a week of all ages. So you could have a massive impact on a lot of people in 7 days.
What you do just seems to keep growing, doesn't it, as well? Like there doesn't seem to be any limit to how much you guys are willing to take on.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, at the moment we're probably just peaked over 100 sessions a week. But we can grow, we can do more, and I think we all love it. I would say we all grew up playing basketball, and we all want to make sure like what we leave is better than we've kind of had before. This sport should be better when we shift off. There's something better there than when we played, and I think that's what we all want for what we do in the community.
That's the best possible attitude you can have, just thinking about leaving a legacy, leaving something behind that is going to go on to develop and build great things in this community. But talking to these people now who might be interested in getting involved in basketball, or they might have children that they think this is for them, how do they get involved in it?
So you've got to visit our website, readingrockets.co.uk, and we have a tab at the top saying want to play, and then we've got all information about all our sessions on there. You can come and just do a £2 trial, just come and see if it's something for you. If it's not, great, that's fine. If it is, then come and book on and have loads of fun with us.
What I want to know right now, though, is you're wearing a full tracksuit and you're not sweating. I need your hair and makeup. Have you got hair and makeup?
I just don't work very hard.
You turn up here, you must step into hair and makeup.
You work way harder than me.
But, it's a warm one for me in here. It's probably not helped by the exercise I did just before I stepped in here. Anyway, I think that's great. We'll definitely get you back to talk more about the community stuff because it is brilliant. What you do is fantastic. But yeah, let's enjoy the game, and we'll catch you guys in a bit. Thanks for talking to us.
No worries, anytime.
See you in a bit. Okay, I'm joined by a man I spoke to last season, but he was playing for a different team. And when it was announced that Victor was joining the Rockets, I have to say I was delighted. Victor, welcome on board.
Thank you so much, appreciate it.
It's good to speak to you after obviously a win. We've had a lot of wins to start this season already.
Yeah, racking them up.
How are you feeling about being a Rocket?
Nah, I'm feeling amazing, man. I'm loving it here. The fans are amazing, everyone's great. Just loving it, really, yeah.
Good. And do you feel like you bring a lot to this team? Do you slot into the setup?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like with me, I play hard. I always play every play like it's my last. I like to score the ball, like to play fast-paced downhill. So on any team I really go to, I feel like I'll be an asset, so yeah.
Your work rate is definitely something that really does set you apart. I mean, look at the last game, you got 30 points, you shot how many threes? Was it 8?
5 for 8, yeah.
Yeah, something crazy like that. So clearly, you hit the ground running straight away. You must be feeling pretty good about that.
I'm used to the court, come here at least 5 times last season, so yeah.
How do you feel about the fans here? We've tried to bring a lot to these games.
No, it's amazing, especially like the noise they bring, the energy they bring. It's definitely felt a lot, especially how it's so close to the court as well. You could definitely hear them, so it's amazing, yeah.
What are your hopes for the rest of the season?
Not stopping, just keep winning.
Just keep winning.
Don't stop winning.
That's pretty good.
Get some silverware, make everyone happy, bring a chip back to Reading, and yeah.
That means a lot to everyone, I'm sure. Do you like? Have you been out in Reading much at all?
Not so much. It's only been like 2-3 weeks, but the town's beautiful. It's a lot bigger than Essex, so a lot more to do. But
Essex versus Reading, there's definitely some interesting comparisons to be made there.
I think I'll definitely pick Reading on that one.
Okay, good stuff. Well, look, Victor, it's great to talk to you. Obviously, good win tonight. How do you feel about today's game?
Sorry?
How do you feel about today's game?
Oh, today's game was well. Like Barking Abbey, we knew they were going to play hard. Like Barking Abbey, I played against them since I started playing basketball. They've had the same culture, just play hard for 40 minutes straight, and that's what they've done today. So everything we expected, they kept up with us pretty much the whole game, and yeah, we managed to pull away and get the job done, but all credit to them.
This is probably a good time to tag this man in. We're going to call him over now. So
Papa Lou himself.
thank you very much for talking to me. We're going to switch over to Lewis now.
Me now? What?
Yeah, we're going to swap now. This is it. Man's out here now.
Don't leave.
It's the handover. I mean, that's the dream handover. I wanted to speak to you anyway. Always good to have the captain back. How you feeling?
Yeah, good, man. I mean, obviously we would like to put in a better performance. I mean, we won, but of our last two performances, we'd like to kind of have that translate over. But been a tough week, busy week. So I mean, good to be 3-0 in the kicking though. So we go into.
Do you know what I'm going to say to you when you say that? Yes, obviously it's great to win those games with like such massive margins. The last two games we had were crazy scores almost. But you need these games because it reminds you that every team is different. Everyone's bringing something different, and you have to be able to change your game.
100%. I think that these guys, they're a great team. I think we always struggle against them. They're young kids. They play hard for 40 minutes, so it's always going to be a good battle. And I think a testament to them, their coaches, they put in the work in the week as well, and they probably had a good scout and they have good practice leading up to this. So I mean, a testament to those young guys coming out here and giving us a really good game.
They brought some really nice plays in that game today, definitely. But you know, fortunately, we had the answers.
Luckily.
How are you feeling for the rest of the season? You took a knock at the end as well.
Yeah, little one. I'll be alright. A couple of days rest.
You're not getting any younger, man.
Oh no, man. I got to be careful. It's not a good idea to be going down like that. But yeah, I'll be okay.
How was the family? You enjoy your summer?
Yeah, good family. It was lovely. Summer was lovely. We got to go on a couple of little holidays around England. It was nice just to relax, reset, and just kind of get ready for a long season.
We do have a long season ahead. What are your thoughts? What are you going to say to the fans? What are the ambitions for the season?
It's going to be a very, very exciting season. Hopefully see you guys down here to watch us compete and hopefully bring back some silverware this year.
Get down here. That is definitely the message that we need to say, because the atmosphere is electric. The fans make it what it is. These guys need to go out. They need to entertain, and they can't do that to nobody. So come down and enjoy. Fantastic stuff. Well, look, we'll speak again.
Yeah,
Captain's
100%,
Corner.
100%.
I think we need Captain's Corner, definitely.
Yes, we do.
Champion. It's the champion sound that we're bringing right now. Anyway, this has been Lift Off, another great show. It's always good to have everyone back. It's just good to be back. It's good to be back in the Valley. We're going to get some good chats. I'm sure we'll have some marvellous moments together.
100%.
But you go get yourself some rest.
I will do.
And I'll see you next
too.
time. See you in a bit. Oh. Where do you want to go? What do we need a handshake? Can we do like a LeBron style? Look, I don't know what we need to.
We'll make one up.
We'll make one up. Between the next time we talk, we'll have had a handshake sorted. But for now, this has been Lift Off. We'll see you next time.